Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully y'all had a nice break, got yourself all refreshed and ready to go for tonight's game. We're coming back to Japan once more for some more Forza Horizon 6. Yeah, we're gonna continue to climb the legend. Made a little bit more progress off-stream. Partly in because I was completing the festival playlist tasks and also just like doing a bunch of PR stunts to get that out of the way. We're closer now. I think we'll be able to do legend status tonight, right? We'll be able to get that done and we'll see how that plays out. So what do you say we hop back in here? Get back into Horizon Festival Japan. Welcome back. Thank you. Oh, cheeseware. I saw your cat came to you with a dead rat. Oh man, cat be doing cat things, right? Just coming to you with their little trophy going, look human, look at what I have hunted. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me, human? Please accept my offering to you. And then you just have to clean up after that, which you did. But yeah. That part of the cat, owning a cat, is going to be fun if I get around to owning a cat. Oh boy, can't wait for it to offer vermin to me and birds.
Welcome
maybe.
back, Kunoichi.
Yeah, we're back, everybody. Yeah, we're on the precipice of a new season. Even right now, it's winter, so we got like snow everywhere. You know. Thankfully, in Forza Horizon 6, even if it's snowing, all the roads remain nice and clean, so you'll be able to have yourself some good road racing still. So you get like the upsides of winter and like fewer of the downsides, right? Obviously, you know, going off-road in winter is still going to be extremely tricky, but you know, being on the road in winter is not going to be tricky. Yeah, I got this for you. Look what I got for you, human. I know you're like an inferior hunter for me, so I'm just looking out for you, you know? It's like the James Blunt song, right? Do I make you proud? That's his name, right? James Blunt. I'm gonna get that wrong. I only know because the Weird Owl song that's like, do I creep you out? Okay, let's start with some cross country, shall we? We're gonna take everyone on in Aston Martin. I look at it here, it's like, oh, Aston Martin, Land Rover, and of course we also have BMW and GMC, but still. Guess I still have like 007 on the brain. Watching so many people play First Light. Game's not that long. Apparently you can beat it in like 15 hours. It's kind of wild considering, you know, the game is 70. Part of the reason why I'm like, yeah, I can wait, right? We'll just wait for like a sale. Certainly want to pick up First Light sometime in the future, but I can wait. You know. It's really a ski that you can't hear a song without singing the Weird Al version. Oh my god, that is a skill. Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely that case for me, right? Any song that has Weird Al has parody, I can't help but think of the Weird Al version, you know? Like, anytime I hear, Eye of the Tiger, I just can't help but think about, like, Ride the Kaiser. Or, when I hear, like, American Idiot, I can't also but help think about, like, Canadian Idiot, right? Alright, now when someone brings up, like, Trapped in the Closet, I just think about, Trapped in the Drive-Thru. I think he was like on a late night show recently, right? He was like on one of the late night programs, and he was kind of like just talking about how he does music these days. And it's like really, really different from how he used to do music, right? It used to be like you would, you know, put a bunch of songs together for like a CD release, but in the day of the internet, that doesn't really happen all that as much, right? Usually you kind of put out the songs as they come. And then maybe like after the fact you'll do a compilation release. And that's what like his last major album kind of essentially was, right? Because he had like a number of singles that he put out for a bit there. And then he came out with like Owlpocalypse, which had a number of those, right? And a couple of other songs he recorded, right? Come a long way from the hardware store, oh yeah. Come a long way since talking about how you can get a ball peen hammer free for every 27th customer, you know? Oh yeah, and also singing about automatic circumcisers. Ah, see, that's like a real test of singing right there, right? Anyone who does like karaoke hardware store, you get to the part where he just like, look at all that stuff, and then name all the stuff that the hardware store has. That's the make or break moment, right? That's when you know someone is real good at just like singing on the fly, or at least speaking on the fly. All about the Pentiums, just yes, yeah, right? Everyone has their songs they like, right? My personal favorite is Smells Like Nirvana. Because it goes like a different direction than his usual parodies, and it still manages to be pretty funny, right? It's not mean-spirited, but it kind of just pokes real fun at like the kind of stuff Nirvana does, or did, I mean. And the music video, too, is just a fantastic shot-for-shot remake of Smells Like Teen Spirit music video. Handy has become a high fave. I also like the Tacky music video. That one for just being like a single long shot, just like Weird Al kind of going through a place and, you know, a bunch of cameos showing up and doing their thing along the way, too. Pretty impressive. Kinda sorta related. Did anyone ever have like that problem where you come across a few songs that have been attributed to Weird Al but are like absolutely not Weird Al songs, right? You like listen to it and you're like thinking, okay, this is like kind of weird, right? Even for Weird Al, doesn't sound like his usual stuff. Because like back in the day, Weird Al was just associated so much with parodies that any song that was a parody would be mistakenly associated with Weird Al. Even if it was like normally not the kind of thing he does, right? Because he's never like mean-spirited in songs or anything like that. But people would like take a bunch of mean-spirited songs and kind of credit the Weird Al. I remember there was like a really old song that was like a parody of Start Me Up that was kind of like a real big dig at Microsoft, and you know, has a bit like raunchier language than usual, stuff that Weird Al wouldn't use, but it was credited to Weird Al anyway. It wasn't until later that I learned that, oh yeah, no, Weird Al never did a Start Me Up parody. At least not a full Start Me Up parody. CNR was a bit like that. I was like, what song is this? Oh yeah, if you get a song that's like super vulgar or just like super raunchy or something, like, huh, this isn't the Weird Al I know. And it turns out that might actually have been accurate. You know, there are like shockingly few races that actually happen in Tokyo City, considering how large it is. Is it just the nature of things? I mean, they do have like a really large world map, and they want to dot the rest of the map with events too, but man, I don't know. I'd expect like more street races. or something, you know, because it's a city. It's a city. Why would you have a city with no street races? Unless that's like something that you have to do like the Discover Japan track for. Admittedly, I haven't gone very far in that regard, so maybe it's that. Because I have been discovering street races on the map too, so I kind of sort of assumed that that was how you discovered it, but now I think about it, maybe they also uncover themselves via rank. Just have to discover more of Japan.
Turn left.
Brandon Rogers did a good parody of WAP called WAA. Oh yeah? What are those songs about? I am not familiar with them. Just hanging around karaoke streams, I've certainly heard of like other parodies, right? By other groups that are definitely very, very much on the daring side of things. Anyways, I need to go claim a treasure card that I found earlier. I was waiting until now to pick it up, right? So we can see this cutscene of May walking towards it.
That's the same color,
in the winter.
Everything as my uncle's Figaro. Did he? Is this his? Now, I know what color it was because the Figaro came in 4 colors. 1 for each season.
Do you see my character just like bopping in the seat there? they were in the just bopping it in the side of the car there. Just enjoying the music.
It's in your garage. Talk about classy. Enjoy it. Perfect for an amble around the forest roads. Maybe park up outside a cafe in the city. A real leisure car.
The way May went on about, oh my god, this is my dad's car, makes you think, oh, is this gonna like start a whole subplot? But yeah, we know Forza ain't exactly known for deep plots, which is fine. Be pretty crazy though. I don't know. I think after like the whole Vocho incident, they might try to dial it back there. Maybe.
In 400 yards.
The OG song is Wet. Ah, I see. Okay. And then the other is Wet Ass Ass. I see. Fun. We've all done that seat dancing. Ah, yeah. No, when the bop comes on in the car and you're just like, oh my god, this song is so catchy, and you're like, oh, I gotta bop along to it. I get that feel. I get that feel. Oh yeah.
400 yards.
Got some evening driving going on here. Man. Just imagine driving through the fields or driving through the city when the sun's like over the horizon here, right? The sky looks like this. I feel like this would be a mood setter right here, right? They're like, yeah, we're just driving through the night, right? Where we're going, who knows? We're just driving, man. We're just gonna drive. Anyways, let's do a street race. I think I will drive a let's drive a Mazda car. My character does the Macarena here. Oh wait, I just realized. Were they doing their idle animation? Was that why my character was like doing a bop in the car? Cause that was like what I set as their idle animation. Cause I'm like almost certain they didn't do a bop before, but I switched their idle animation to like doing the Macarena because haha, Macarena. I got some dirty looks when I had Left to Die by Death cranked up in the car with the window down. Sometimes you just gotta jam out to your favorite tunes, you know? Is it weird that this kind of reminds me of that one race in the Crew Motorfest for some reason? I'm like thinking about that one other race that also takes place by like the dockside, and you're racing alongside some containers. And here it's like you're kind of racing in a docks area as well, right? Man, these streets are wide. I know people have already said these streets are like wider than you would normally see in like Japan. Obviously, this is a gameplay concession, because probably imagine driving through narrow roads might not be that fun. It would probably be right. Better than the doof 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 that you hear from the boy racer cars. Yeah, the ones that had like the windows up here to sounds like they're already blown out even through the confined space of the car and everything. Yeah, for me at least, I don't know. I usually keep my volume at like a somewhat reasonable level. I don't know, something about like hearing the outside also puts you into like a bit of a zen state, you know? Kind of just like sort of just lose yourself in the moment, you know? Just hearing the cars pass by and the scenery pass by. It's like the rush of wind just kind of blowing past your car as you're driving down the road and everything, you know? Yeah, along with the engine and everything else, too. I don't know. Even if the situation can be kind of tense, it's like calming in a way, too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Well, it's been like a really, really long time since I've actually driven anything. I'd probably pick it back up okay. Although I certainly wouldn't want to start out like with a big trip right away, you know? If I needed to get back into a car for one reason or another, I'd probably just like, you know, start small, right? Just, trip around town or something, and then we can branch out from there, you know? Yeah, good engine sound, you don't need music, you know? Sometimes that's its own, like, background music, right?
In 400 yards, turn right.
I think it might, like, help some people get focused, too.
Turn right.
You know, in a way, right? Some people have just, like, different ways for locking into a thing.
Turn right.
Some people like ambient noise, other people like music. Some people may need to wear certain things or be in like a certain kind of state, or maybe have a certain kind of meal, you know? Whatever works for them. Not rocking up in a lifted truck with the truck nuts. Ugh. Yeah. I'm fortunate. I feel fortunate that I don't live in a place where those are prominent. In fact, I don't think I see any where I am. But yeah, those are, at least I think they're super tacky. Kind of weird, too. But I suppose it's just me. I don't know. Maybe there's something about it that I'm just not privy to.
You've arrived at your destination.
Although on that note, do you have like any decorations on your car? Do you have like any way to sort of like personalize your ride? Are you the type of person who likes to have like decals on your car, or like bumper stickers, or maybe like another kind of decoration, a hood ornament, like a little antenna topper, anything like that? On that note, did anyone have anything like the fuzzy dice, right? I feel like it's like a car sort of convention, right? Like occasionally you'll see like the car where someone has fuzzy dice just hanging off the rear view mirror. That becomes a whole thing in of itself, where they'll advertise various decorations that you can hang off the rear view mirror. Although I know some places have restrictions on that, right? Usually have something like you can't hang stuff on the windshield. You know, you can't obstruct your view, which is understandable, to be honest. Saw them on Hummers when we were in Canada. Really, in Canada? Huh. Honestly, that would have been the last place I would have expected to see truck nuts. Strict here with mods and stuff? Ah, okay. Can't have dice in the mirror here, has to be side window. Yeah. I know some places do not allow that. Again, understandably so. I had to admit, I didn't do like too much car decoration either. The most I did was just like have a unique CD wallet, right? Back when cars actually had like CD players in them, I had like a little booklet of CDs that you could kind of swap out in the car. Yeah. I'm kind of glad we had a highway race here, considering the highway in this map is actually pretty substantial, right? Like, highways in the other Forza Horizon maps are really usually just like one straight line from one end of the map to another, but this is like a proper loop and everything. If you just wanted to do like a full highway race, you could totally do that. Kind of wild, but it's pretty welcome, actually. I dig it. And you definitely still have sections where you can just absolutely gun it down the highway, so that's pretty nice. Growing up, the thing to have was a Garfield plush on the side window with suction cups. Oh! Yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, little plushies that you just like stick on the window. Yeah, with the suction cups. I think I've seen a few of those when I was on the road. Usually they have like kids in them, right? Usually they're there for like the kids' entertainment. No, I can see a lot of folks rocking those kinds of plushies, right? That's pretty cool. Wait, people would have those fake fingers stuck on the boot like someone was trapped. Wow. I didn't realize those were a thing. But yeah, I guess it makes sense they would have a few prank items in there. Everyone likes a good prank. Everyone likes a good joke. I don't think I've seen anything like that around here, though. I feel like at some point someone's gonna like actually think someone was stuck in there and like accidentally destroy the car and be like, oh my god, it was just a joke.
Turn sharp right. You've arrived at your destination.
I need to check the meter at some point, see how close we are to Legend status after this. Oh yeah, I got the Warthog. I was doing enough stuff, and the journal eventually gave me the warthog. I'm glad this has been a constant for Forza Horizon. just give you the warthog. I mean, it's like a four-wheeled vehicle from a Microsoft series, right? It surely has a place in a car game. I just love how, like, they have the accurate year and everything. So this is the 2554, right? The year that this would have come out in war. Just coming out here too. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Man, we're still 400 cars to take a picture of. How can I already be running up on so many repeats? Saw a tweet a while back. A fursuiter was left in their friend's car set on pet mode. Oh, like they have the paper that's like the AC is on, the music is playing their favorite songs, and there is water in the vehicle. was it like that? It's always funny when I see that image kind of make the rounds on social media. To be honest, if I had a pet, I still wouldn't leave them in the car like that, right? Even if I, made sure they would be nice and cozy, because carbon monoxide would still be a risk, right? Certainly wouldn't want to subject them to that. Considering they're pets, their threshold for that would be a lot lower, so yeah. It's like the thing with pets, right? You just kind of have to adjust your life around them if you want them, I know if I ever get a cat, I'll definitely have to, make adjustments to my life around them, right? Not just like in terms of food and expenses and everything, but like scheduling and traveling and going out and about and things like that, just gotta manage that as well, It's the responsibility. It's part of your responsibility of owning an animal, right? That will be in your care for its entire lifespan. At least a very large part of it. Some of it, at least. Can never be too careful. Exactly, yeah. Take out a loan for vet bills, exactly, right? Gotta do everything for them, Their life is in your hands. Plus pet insurance, oh yeah. And, if you're kind of hopping from room to room, right, you're going out and renting places, you gotta pay some attention to that, too, right? Gotta find yourself some pet-friendly rooms to be in. Alright, so we got like 1,900 Horizon points to Legend status. That's about like 6 more races, right? Maybe fewer, depending on how many PR stunts and billboards I hit. Although I'm getting up there. I think my billboard count is about like 150. So all the remaining ones are like the harder to get ones, or the more out of the way ones. That wouldn't be able to cross normally just by driving on the road.
You've arrived at your destination. In 400 yards, turn right.
Like a fox companion for my long drives at work, just a cute fox to keep me company. Would be nice, huh? Would be pretty nice, right? Have a little animal companion with you.
You've arrived at your destination.
Ooh, we're gonna drive in some modern supercars. What modern supercar should I take for a ride? Let's go with the Huracan. It is always funny when you go out on the road and you just see like a dog in one of the cars, right? They just have like they're just like looking out of the car, right? Just looking at the road pass by them. Yeah, some drivers do take their dogs or cats. I imagine dogs more so. Cats, I imagine if you let them roam free in a car, that could be a risk and a half for a variety of reasons. Those cats, they sure do like to roam. They sure do like leaping onto things at the most inconvenient of times, and the last moment you need them to leap onto a thing at the most inconvenient of times is when you're driving a car, I imagine. Not a fan of them with the head out the window. Oh yeah, I get that, right? You just like imagine all the worst case scenarios going through your head. And maybe don't think about him too long because, no. Yeah. I get that. It's kind of wild though, right? When you see like some people talk about, you know, getting their animals into a carrier so they can transport them somewhere, cats especially, right? Because eventually they'll figure out, they'll realize, you know, when it's time to go in the box that they have to go to a scary place. So they'll start like resisting super hard, and then you have to try a variety of things to get them into the carrier. Sometimes it takes, and sometimes it doesn't, but you gotta get them in there one way or another, right? Gotta get the thing done. I've seen some stories about that with the dogs too, right? They'll know when a place is a good time for them, when a place isn't. Right? I know Starbucks does this thing that they call like a pupper cup, where they'll just put like some cream in the cup and then let the dog just, you know, have themselves a little treat out of it. And, you know, the dogs will eventually realize that, you know, you pull up to certain areas like, ooh, that means a good food is coming, and then they'll get like super excited sometimes, and just gotta be ready for that. You know, when you like go to the vet or something, and that's when the scary things are, and then they just start whining and whimpering like, oh, it'll be fine, buddy. We just gotta get you a checkup, man. Yeah, they get so mad at you if they come home with a cone thing on. Yeah, the poor cone thing. It's like, I can't believe you would do this to me. I can't believe you would betray me like this. I thought we were friends. But you know, it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. When it's all done and you can finally take the cone off, and they'll be back to their old cheery happy selves before long, right? They'll be leaping all over you, being super excitable like they used to be. Oh, you know, speaking of dogs, it actually reminds me of something I actually saw on the internet not too long ago. Right? Apparently there's like a new Scooby-Doo film coming out, or like live-action Scooby-Doo. and they had like some shots of the new Scooby, right? And it's certainly a substantially different Scooby, right? Because Scooby's a Great Dane, and this particular Great Dane that they have portraying Scooby has the big floppy ears, right? And people were just like, oh my god, what did they do to Scooby? But then other people also brought up, no, this is actually like what Great Dane ears actually are. Right, they're actually supposed to be floppy. Right, the pointed ears that like original Scooby had was actually like a cosmetic procedure that some people would do, right, to give him pointed ears, and there's actually like no benefit to it, right? It's like actually kind of harmful to the dog. So like, yeah, no, actually this is fine actually, right? You want to do live action Scooby-Doo and just have a Great Dane with floppy ears, then by all means, we'll take it, right? Some changes are for the better, it turns out. I'm like, you know what? Fair, right? Absolutely fair. Saw a split opinion. I'm glad. It seems like the filmmakers are at least going, yeah, no, we'll just do, right? We'll not be cruel to the dog. We'll just have Great Dane, 100% natural. Yeah, they cut them and tape them up. They do the same with Dobermans. Oh. I didn't even realize that was a thing. Looking at it from the outside, why? I don't know. I thought, like, floppy ears were, like, kind of cute. And if there isn't, like, a health benefit to them either, and just, like, yeah, let's just not, you know? Right? Like, you know, the nature of the dog is usually, you know, they accommodate for, like, the body parts they have, and if they suddenly don't have those, then, like, you know, they just, like, go topsy-turvy, right? They're just, like, suddenly not themselves anymore, and that really sucks, right? It's like, you're not the you. You're not you anymore. My doggo loved his floppy ears played with. Yeah, right. That can be fun too. It's like when you pick up like a cat or like a small dog, right? And you make them like dance a little bit, right? And they're just kind of like you know, kind of just like standing there in place, right? Just like staying still while human kind of waves them around. I had a friend who like had a small doggo, and they loved doing that with the dog. It's like had to dance with them a little bit. You know, nothing ever too intense, right? Just funning around. Would run back to you with one ear folded over. Yeah, when they were running out, like not even aware of it, right? So I was like, look at them. Just the carefree spirit, you know? I was like, they're just happy to be here. They're just happy to make someone else happy. Yeah, I guess if you want, like, more pointy-eared animals, there's always a cat, right? Cats usually have, like, the pointy ears. I know some cats have, like, slightly floppy ears as well. Hey, there's certainly, like, you know, certain breeds of dogs that have, like, the pointy ears. You could probably go, like, for one of those as well, right? Okay. Let's see what we got left. 1190 points. We just inch ever closer, right?
400 yards.
Just little by little, we make our way there.
Turn left. 200 yards.
Huskies. Such drama queens with the hoping when you tell them to do something. Oh yeah. I've seen the videos, right? Especially that famous video of the... Oh, howling. Okay. Curse you, autocorrect. But yeah. Right, the one with the husky in the bathtub was like, alright, let's go for a... Alright, come on, let's go for a...
200 yards. Turn left.
Yeah. Just, gotta imagine, right? They gotta be like awesome to be around when they're cooperative, but when they're not, they're like fairly large dogs too. So if you actually want to move them around, you're gonna need a good amount of upper body strength. I think I watched another video on YouTube. There was like a particularly stubborn Samoyed dog who was just flopped over in the middle of the sidewalk, right? Because I guess they decided they didn't want to walk anymore. Like, come on, we actually have to, like, get home at least. Eventually, they just had to pick up the dog and carry him back home. You saw it yesterday. Yeah. Just has a tendency to pop up occasionally on the YouTube feed sometimes. It's pleasant, though. It can be pleasant. Yeah, no bath time. Look, just give me a few moments. I'll give you your... Yeah. It's real nice when YouTube sometimes will just occasionally recommend you a pet video that's like over a decade old, right? Just has like maybe a 100 or several thousand views, and YouTube was just like, yeah, we'll recommend this to you. You wanted to watch this, right? And I was just like, every time, yeah, absolutely, yes, actually, right? Back when YouTube was more about like, showing off like silly personal videos like that, right? It wasn't about like, promotional videos or show episodes or video essays or things like that, or Twitch VODs or stream clips or stream highlights, right? Yeah, man, who would do that? Jeez. Like having an argumentative teenager. I mean, a pet is essentially like owning a kid, right? Kinda, sorta. Gotta set aside a lot of budget for them, right? You gotta keep mind of them, play with them, take care of them, do events with them, accommodate for them, right? If you need to travel somewhere and you need to have them somewhere, right? Or get like a pet sitter or something like that. Certainly, a lot to keep in mind. There's a reason why, I guess, fur babies is a thing, right? For some people, that will be their kids, just their pets. This is a dirt race, right? Pretty sure this was a dirt race when I checked. I'm sure we'll hit a dirt section soon enough. Oh, hey, it's Bowie Knife. Bye, Bowie Knife. Ah, nuts. I just barely missed that flag. Too bad this isn't the crew. Or they give you some margin of error for passing the checkpoints. They sit on you and their elbow digs right into your thigh. Oh yeah. Just making themselves comfortable, but in the process they kind of make you a little uncomfortable. But still, you're like, no. I must not move. I must let them know that they are safe here in my presence. That I will be their comforter if absolutely needs be. I had a friend who had a dog that was like that, right? He always liked being next to a warm body, so he always just like snuggle up next to someone if you're like sitting on a chair or something. Or if you're like asleep, he'll get up next to you and kind of just like lie next to you that way too. It's kind of adorable, actually. Yeah, wake up to a face full of muzzle. It's always fun. Like, aww. The pet just wants the comfort of the human. And you just wake up and you're like, your pet's sleeping on top of you or something. Alright, you just like wake up and your cat's lying on you. Or like, yeah, I guess if you have like a smaller dog, they're lying on you. Oh yeah, they do have their internal clock too. Certainly have a schedule that they'll eventually plan out, and that they will make sure you follow it no matter what. Which certainly includes getting you up at butt o'clock to make sure they get fed or walked, whatever the case may be. Especially fun when daylight saving times is a thing, right? Because obviously their internal clocks are not going to adjust for the adjustment in the hours, so suddenly you have to get up like an hour earlier or later than you did before. It's like, no, it's not that time anymore, but you wouldn't know about it because, you know, your internal clock can't quite process the time change. And it's kind of ludicrous anyway, but we just haven't gotten off our asses and actually done something about it yet. Oh, it's just funny, right? I wasn't even like that aware of just like daylight savings changes around the world until I started VTubing, right? I mean, obviously I was like very aware of the American daylight savings time because, you know, I live here, but you know, ever since I did the schedules and stuff, I have to pay attention to other daylight savings times as well, right? That way I can put down accurate times on my schedule, make sure everything's on the up and up there. I know of at least like 3 different regions that do have like daylight saving times at different times, right? Obviously there's the United States, and then we have Europe as well with their own, and I believe Australia as well has like daylight saving time on a different date from everyone else, so... Oh man. So it's a lot to keep track of, but, you know, I do it anyway, right? Gotta... Can't screw it up, you know? Don't want anyone showing up an hour late or an hour early. Very handy of you to put GMT on the schedule. Yeah, I sure to put, like, times from at least three different regions, you know? At least one North American time zone, one European time zone, and then one Asian time zone to kind of space things out, so have like a relative idea of when things show up. Although like my normal stream times tend to be at like butt o'clock for Asia, but put it up there anyway, right? Obviously, time zones are like a thing you have to pay attention to if you're collabing as well, right? Because, you know, everyone lives around the world, and they all live in different time zones, and when you're coordinating something for everyone to be on at the same time for, right, you just gotta try to make sure everyone's on the up around that. That's why it's nice that, you know, places like Discord have, like, things that you can use that will auto-adjust the time for the other users' local time zones so they can figure out if something's a good time for them or not. Used to get confused when streams put everything in EST. Yeah! Then you had to, like, punch in a few numbers or find a time zone converter and try to translate it to your time. That's why I like the schedule countdown thing on my About page, auto-adjust for time zones, and I believe the schedule on Twitch also auto-adjust for time zones. I just have to do some manual calculations when I put out, like, my schedule image. Right, when I just, like, put out manual times in general. And even the states, we have, like, a bit of disparity, you know? There are some places that will put things in Eastern Standard Time, and there will be other places that will put them in, Pacific Standard Time. And then, like, very, very occasionally, you'll get, like, Central Time, right? Or Mountain Time. That's a lot more rare than Pacific or Eastern. Wasn't expecting me to rock some gray hair. I wonder if that's, like, mostly because of the art style. That particular image has a lot of muted colors. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice, though. Sometimes you gotta switch things up, right? Gotta change up your hairstyle a bit more than usual. And figuring out the Halloween art for this year is gonna be fun. I think I have, like, some idea of, like, the kind of art I want to get, right? The characters I want to cosplay as in art form. Should be exciting. The early US shows would have, like, 8-7 on the screen. I'd be like, right? Like, 8-7 what? Right? What does that translate to in English time, you know? Hello, Cheese Warrior. Let's see, you had to clean up after your cat, right? After they tried to give you their hunting trophy. That must have been fun. I don't know, I feel like if I saw, like, a dead animal, I'd probably be, like, freaked out a little bit, but, you know, I'd just have to steel myself, you know? Like, yeah, obviously this thing isn't gonna clean itself up, and, well, it's gonna have to be me, you know? I'm the only one who lives at my place, at least, so I would have to be the one to take care of it. Certainly don't want it to get worse, that's for sure. Yes. Yes.
You really coasted through this region. Get it? Coasted? Because of the... Never mind.
No, I saw the joke there. I saw what you were going for. I had a good chuckle out of it, mentally. I chuckled in my head. Where's a shop vac when you need one? I'm not sure if I would want to use a shop vac to take care of dead animals, to be honest. I feel like that would make more of a mess than I would like, you know. that would probably be the kind of thing where it'd be like, all right, I'll get the dustpan, you know? I'll maybe get some gloves. I'll take care of it that way. Probably be the least messy way to do things, to be honest. Had my fill of dead rodents when I stripped my project car. Oh, yeah, I can see that, right? Definitely, certainly would have a number of animals eventually make their home in there. So I see a mascot in the distance. Let me go smack that real quick.
Recalculating route. Turn left.
Aren't too many of these remaining around here. I've been hitting them left and right. Like, thankfully the mascots have been all on the ground, right? They're not like on roofs or hanging on the thing or anything like that. Now they're just on the ground. I always feel like beginner level collectibles. Also gives the artists an excuse to make like a series of cute mascots for the region. Very fitting for Japan, to be honest. I know Japan loves their mascots. Right. If a thing exists, there will either be like a very cute mascot version of it, or there will be like an anime character version of it. An anime girl and an anime boy. One way or another, there will be some sort of sentient representation of it one way or another. Right? Battleships, anime girls. Swords, anime boys. Train stations, anime girls. Regions, cute little mascots, you know? If it exists, we will modify it. I remember when Windows had like a number of anime characters made for it, right? As part of like, you know, part of their push to kind of make Windows more palpable in Japan. Like each version of Windows would have like their own version of the Windows character. Just remember learning about that and thinking it was like super wild. Shame they didn't have one of Japan's most famous mascots in the game. Which one would that be? Certainly a lot of choices to pick from. You just want like a big Japanese mascot, right? Oh man, okay, we're gonna get the race to the intro music in this one. Alright. I'm for it. Yeah. Takes me back to the days when I was driving through that corridor of cherry blossoms and entered the fields of Japan for the first time. Oh, that was a real nice touch. Nyango's Star. Don't think I've heard of that one. An old classic, huh? Oh boy. See, it's like the cross-country and dirt races where the snow weather might actually affect how you go through things, right? If you didn't outfit your vehicle with snow tires, you know, if it doesn't have like a real good off-roading stat. These are definitely going to be different. Soul of a cat trapped in an apple body. Oh my god, this this mascot has lore behind it. Now it just exists to bring smiles to faces around the country. Killer drummer though. Like the old style drum, right? The taiko drum where you take the sticks and kind of beat it, right? I realize that describes regular drums too, but I'm talking about, like, you know, the giant drums that you sometimes see at festivals, and then the people like wearing happy coats will walk up to it and take out like two thick sticks and then just start kind of, you know, drumming on that, and just like a very bongo like sound, right? Sort of like a deep bongo, but different. Oh yeah, that didn't go over well. Let's try that again. Legit plays regular drum kits. Oh, is that so? A heck of a musician, huh? Gotta be interesting, though. Like, you see, like, an Apple mascot kind of sit down at a seat and then start putting out the sickest drum beats you've ever heard. He is, along with a band of okay. I am not surprised that there's like a whole band of mascots. Yeah, I can imagine another mascot taking up the guitar, another one doing bass, and then one doing keyboard. And then maybe one of them doing vocals, or maybe another one on vocals. I think original music is fun sometimes because, you know, they compose this in a way that they can cut it to make it loop, at least somewhat well. I think this one has a pretty good loop to it, at least. Mascots After Dark? Oh, man. This is about as after dark as it gets for mascots, huh? Just doing shows in the club. Jeez, I can hear the opponent cars like right beside me. Oh god, just like a slip up like that, and then suddenly they're like pulling all ahead. I can't let that happen, not here. Alright, maybe if I actually take the turn where this line wants me to take it, maybe that'll go over better for me. Regular stuff in the day, then cranks out the heavy metal at night. Oh! Oh, they're kind of like a Gretzko then. Ha. Yeah, I imagine this one came first, but Gretzko is like what came to mind for me. I had to admit, one of the things I'm actually kind of sort of looking forward to, right, one of the games they announced at the Nintendo Direct was that Hello Kitty party game. Right, because Sanrio, for one thing, and another thing, wait, they have character customization too. Alright, you got me, hook, line, and sinker. I looked at it, and so far, it looks like it's just going to be a Switch exclusive. But I would not be too surprised if they eventually port that to Steam. I am tempted to get it on Switch, though, because there is a limited edition of that game that has, like, a couple extra tchotchkes for you to get, and I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of stuff. Anyways, we got a gift card. Why don't we go pick that up, right? Go get our gift from our generous benefactor here. I'm kind of glad that this feature carries over from Forza Horizon 5. Right, just reuse the barns to give cars to other players. Imagine, especially Horizon 6, with a lot of people playing it because Japan. Probably be a good opportunity to get a bunch of cars and let them loose, give them to the public. Let's get her car. Just coming here in the snow and getting our ride. But what are we waiting for? Let's open it up. I'll stand here while you do all the heavy lifting. Oh wow, how generous. Just the spirit of Horizon, isn't it? Oh wow, they didn't even say anything now. They're just like, here's the car. And considering that just the spirit of Horizon became like such a meme from Forza 5. Yeah, I kind of get it. Oh, apparently this got me a stamp. Hey, yeah! Stamp level up. I think means I get, Oh, I thought they were gonna whisk me away to show me the stamp I got, but... Oh, here it is. Okay.
For you. Makes me want to explore to find one myself.
Find a crane?
If you want to add some real gems to your car collection, there's some new barn find rumors to follow.
Yeah, it turns out.
The beautiful Fuji Unkai house is now available for purchase.
Yeah, the Explore Japan track is how you get new barn finds and new properties to pick up. We have here expert 10% credits when completing Horizon jobs. Well, I got like 2 million credits. Maybe we can take a quick detour to get a new place to crash at, right? Man, who would have thought? I thought I was gonna be here for Japan for a quick trip, and now I'm just like buying up properties, making a name for myself in the Horizon Festival. Boy, oh boy. You just reminded me saying Hello Kitty. A guy made a satirical playlist, Hello Kitty goes to rehab because she's hooked on pills again. Man, people love doing bits like that, right? Where the cutesy characters get into edgier situations, like Hello Kitty on pills. Actually makes me think of Left 4 Dead, right? It's like, pills here! I was just thinking of, like, there's probably, like, some mod out there that lets you, change the player models to, like, Hello Kitty characters, I imagine. Or Sanrio characters, I mean, right? So if you wanted to go, survive the zombie apocalypse with Hello Kitty, you'd probably be able to, I imagine. It's being happy all the time as she is. Yeah, I get it, right? Just putting them into situations that official media wouldn't portray them in is kind of part of the fun of it. Actually reminds me of this really, really, really old game. It was called Barney Carnage, right? And if you don't know, like, who Barney is, he was like this sort of mascot, a dinosaur-based mascot kids show, and yeah, when you sort of outgrow that, you're like, oh man, what if we make this edgy? And Barney Carnage was like the result of that. You know, it was a whole game and everything, and you know, the game was like super straightforward for what it is, right? You just like shoot a bunch of Barneys. Really wasn't much more than that, but yeah. Right. I just thinking of that, right? Because it's like another instance of people taking innocent kids' things and making them, you know, edgier. Because they can. Yeah, he was huge. He was like twice the size of those kids.
400 yards, turn sharp left.
I remember, right? They always do the thing, right? Because he's like a dinosaur plushie, but in the kids' imaginations, he was like, you know, a walking, talking dinosaur who would like play games with them and stuff, right? And before the show ended, right, they would run off, right, back to their own houses, and then the camera would pan back, and Barney would just be like a little dinosaur doll again. It's like, yeah, The dream is over. Snap back to reality. Ah, yeah, the famous song too. I love you, you love me.
Very traditional, and only for those that were willing to explore. Like yourself.
Make for a nice wintry getaway. Alright, just like a secluded getaway. Like, even got like a garden and everything.
Welcome back, Kunoichi.
Not gonna set that as my home, but we're definitely gonna hop into the collection journal and get our rewards from this. Sleepy emote. Dozing off. That's me during the week. I randomly doze off. I think I dozed off like twice today, actually. Almost missed a guild meeting because of it. Must have been rough moving in that suit. Oh, I can imagine. Right, just like any mascot suit in general, right? It's just, it's, hot, right? And it's bulky. Imagine suits back in the day especially probably weren't made for comfort in mind. They were made for aesthetic. And that's a whole thing in of itself. Anyway, since we're driving an off-road car, we could probably straight shot this to the barn find. Probably rack up a bunch of skill score as well, right? Get ourselves a bunch of skill points that we can use to spend on skills that we can use to get more skill score. And occasionally wheel spins in credits, provided I don't tumble over like that. Gimme Bear and the Big Blue House Total Legends. Oh man. I heard of that show, but I never actually watched it.
Calculating route. In 400 yards, turn left.
I was a bit more of like on the Blue's Clues side of things. Blue's Clues. Now that was a show. I remember, because they were like doing the whole deal of, yeah, we were gonna repeat this episode over and over because repetition is real great for kids learning.
You have arrived at your destination.
And, yeah, they probably had a point, but still. Between jobs, you'd watch every day on Disney. Yeah. It's like your morning program. I get that. I had another friend who had like a brief period where they were also watching kid shows on TV. Yeah, some of them are straightforward as they are, but some of them can be like pretty deep too, you know? They actually like have some semblance of a continuity and can be interesting to see like the arcs they go through. I don't remember. I'm heading over to the barn find zone. I'm just like trying to uncover roads along the way too, right?
In 200 yards, turn left.
There's like 600 of these things.
Turn left.
670 roads in this game. Thankfully, no achievement related to getting all of them. In this game, the exploration-related achievement is, oh, hey, there's a treasure car here. Why don't we grab that real quick? Hey, May, come out here with your bucket of water at night.
Car like this all the way out here?
I know, right?
Engine sound like the RX-7.
Why'd you ask
It was
to bring a
complete
bucket of
crime
water
to
out
be
here,
silent
too?
for so long. Ready to get to work? Good as new, right? Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing. Well,
Yeah, you see my character in there, right? It's like bopping around a little bit. No, they're not bopping around anymore. They were for a little bit. Ah, Paw Patrol you'd watch on weekends.
All right. Take it for a spin later,
My
though.
nephew was into
I
Paw
can give you a
Patrol.
list. such a classic sports car.
I remember for a while there when I was getting gifts for him, right? My brother would say, yeah, you know, he likes Paw Patrol, so if you get like anything Paw Patrol related, he'll probably dig it. He's into other stuff these days, but yeah, I remember those times. Okay, I think we're gonna just start heading over to the barn find zone.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I guess if we have just like 3 more stamps to go, the last 3 stamps will uncover 2 barn finds each, huh?
You've arrived at your destination.
Alright, here we are, the barn find zone. Time to bust out the drone. Okay, maybe not here. Oh my god, which one? Is it this one? Okay, here we go. Drone mode. Forgot which one was like the shortcuts menu. Time to fly around and look for this drone. Or this barn. Man, it feels like something you would do in the early morning, right? Like the break of dawn, you just like go out and start exploring because, you know, this kind of thing might take a while. So you're like, yeah, you want to be able to have as much time as possible to try to find the thing you want to find. What we're finding today is a barn. Somewhere in this big open field is a place where we will be able to eventually get a car. This is our dedicated mechanic guy. Oh, hey, we found it. Here it is. Aha! And when the circle disappears and a little icon appears on your map, you're like, hell yeah. Yeah, it was this way. Alright, let's see what we get. It's coming in my open air car.
Interesting find in here. Want to document it with some footage?
Break out your phone. I'm assuming that's what I have, right? They lift the door and I'm there with the
A
phone.
Mitsubishi Montero Evolution. An absolute dominator of endurance rallies.
Oh, snap.
Yes, exactly. In '97, this model marked the start of an incredible run for Mitsubishi at Dakar. Apparently, this one in particular performed well.
Oh
The
man,
damage to that
we got
front
the
bumper
car.
alone is an indication of an incredible endurance career.
Almost fully destroyed. The art's delicate though. The Montero model won 12 Dakar
Man.
rallies in the 2000s.
This would be like
They were
a
surpassed at one point, but bounced back after further
chunky
development
car.
of the truck.
Well, it looks like you've got your work cut out restoring this off-roading monster. Let's load it.
I hope this livery stays. Got some winter clothes for that snow. Oh yeah, I mean you saw the pea coat I was wearing, right?
Completely destroyed.
And the boots too.
Plus,
Yeah.
there's dirt
Nah, don't
caked
worry.
into every crevice of
I
the
am
floor.
all ready for that
We'll
winter.
call you when we're done sorting it out.
I do enjoy a good winter fashion. Probably one of my more favorite parts about winter, right? Winter fashion is nice. Everyone likes a good sweater. Everyone likes a good scarf. Good fuzzy boot, you know? Fuzzy hats. Everyone likes a good cozy aesthetic. Alright, just wanted to get at this billboard real quick. Don't really want to do drifting right now. Okay, good. This isn't one of those hard to get billboards. I just haven't gone across this road yet, is all. Yeah, big sleeves as your hold your mug. Oh man. Now you just gave me an idea for some art. It's like when winter rolls around, maybe I'll just have to go find someone on Skip to draw that for me, right? Draw my character wearing an oversized sweater and holding a hot drink. Make him look as cozy as possible. Yeah, hold your mug. Okay, let's chart a course to the other barn find. And all the way across the map. Like thinking, is there any reason for me to drive over there? Maybe I just want to break out the fast travel for this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. We'll just fast travel. We'll expedite the process a little bit, right? Now for the other barn find. Where could this barn be? Do you see the barn? Can you show me where the barn is? See a bunch of voices ring out. Over there, a barn, a barn. What did you say there was a barn? No, a barn. Yeah. This is a very hilly region. It's a very large change of elevation. Almost makes you feel like there are maybe fewer places where you could reasonably put a barn, but apparently there's one here. Wow, yeah. Autocorrect really isn't kind to you today, man. Why do it be like that sometimes? Yeah, I get that too occasionally, where I'll type something out and then I send a message and I realize autocorrect has changed one of the words to something else and changes the meaning of the sentence. I'm like, God damn it. Why you gotta be like this? Man, seriously, where could that barn be? It's like on this level, maybe? I don't think I've been around here yet. Not much to see around here. I feel like I've kind of swung around the edges of the map a lot. I don't think I've been into the center too much. We should be looking more around here. I like almost back to where I started, so this is why flying a drone is nice sometimes. Especially in an area like this. Although maybe with like so many trees around, you could probably use that to mark where you've been. Maybe that wouldn't be so bad. The fact that you can't fly the drone up or down either is a bit of a bummer. You know, that's usually how you operate drones in real life, right? You bring them like high in the sky so you could get like a real good bird's eye view of everything. I don't know. I guess that would probably like break a few things in here, and that's why they won't do that. But it's still a shame, though. Reminds me of this one drone video I saw someone take, right? They just had like they had the drone slowly lift itself off the ground, right? As if it was like taking off and giving you a more high view of like the place they were taking a picture of. I think there was like this old sitcom or something that did a opening shot like that too, and they put the sitcom's music on top of that video, and it's a pretty nice touch. And oh, hey, here it is. Huh. So I just never looked around this edge of the circle for some reason. All right. Well, at least we found it. Not gonna awkwardly spend 20 minutes flying around the circle trying to look for it. Oh yeah, there's like a trail to it and everything. Don't know how I missed it before. Oh well. At least we got it now. See the tree collapsing.
Converted race car in here. Get recording. Let's see what we're working with.
I want them to open it and just see a truck or something like that. Oh, a race truck!
Yep.
Yeah.
The Lamborghini Diablo SV. One of the
A whole ass Lambo.
Of the 90s. This one looks like it was decked out too.
This is the car I was asked to advise on. It originally was fitted out with flashy accessories. But
Man,
the owner
looks like they
wanted
swapped
to
out a
strip
lot
it
of
back,
parts for it.
restore it to being race ready. Unfortunately, regulations changed and the money needed to upgrade dwindled.
I guess all the extras made the car heavy. A Diablo SV like this sat half ready for the track is so heartbreaking to see. Even in this state, you can see its potential.
It's a powerful car.
Let's finally realize the
Rear-wheel
vision,
drive
right?
gets the top speeds quickly. It's a real shame this car never saw the Super GT series.
It's a beautiful car, both with the vibrant accessories and without. Yuji, let's load it.
We're gonna make this dream a reality. Alright. That's everything for this
We'll contact
Discovery
you when Diablo is
series.
fixed and race ready.
Your fave Lambo? Yeah? Alright, back to races. Oh, damn, we only need 70 points? Okay. So we'll just do this next race and then we'll see legend status. We'll see everything that entails. Exciting times. We're gonna hit legend tonight. Oh man. Just driving through. Who needs roads? Where I'm going, I don't need roads until I get to the event that's going to be on the road, then I'll get back on the road. I'm just taking like a big shortcut until then. Oh, here's a car I can photograph real quick. Yay, 280 cars for Horizon promo.
You've arrived at your destination.
Alright, it's time for the Bamboo Forest Scramble. This'll be the one that puts us over the top. We're racing for legend status. And we're gonna get it one way or another, right? Even if I don't place first, we'll get it anyway. Although I will probably replay the race anyway if I don't get first, because that's just how I roll. Environmentalists be like, oh, the trees, yeah. Real unfortunate. Especially in this game, a lot of the trees are destructible. Turns out there are some trees in the game that are indestructible. I have to assume they're like the cherry trees that will eventually produce the cherry blossoms in spring. That's actually going to be exciting because I believe it's going to be spring in game very, 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 very soon, actually. So when we come back to this next week, we'll get to see the cherry blossoms everywhere. Is it that exciting? Also, did you see that sick drift I did there? Probably never gonna see something like that again. Oh yeah, I didn't call this a bamboo sprint for nothing. Oh god, my 40,000 points. That's fine. I'll make a lot more points later. No biggie. Okay, is it kind of weird that that part also makes me think of the Crew Motorfest? Right, especially because Year 2, I think, has like that one area where you just drive through a big bamboo forest in Maui. Man, I thought it would have dropped my combo there. But I didn't. So, jeez. We're still on lap 1 and already all like almost 2 minutes now. This has got to be a wristband thing, right? The other races I did were like early on, so that's why they were 2 laps. These are like the later wristband races, so that's why they're going up to 3 laps now. Even if the laps are almost 2 minutes long. Rather fitting I would happen upon this one to be a race that unlocks the legend race. Am I gonna make any custom events? I might try my hand at it again. The last time I touched Event Lab was like at the very start of Forza Horizon 5. But maybe I could give it another go. You think that would be a good stream? Maybe a good thing to do for one stream, just try to make a custom event. Try to do it live. It honestly isn't going to be anything too substantial. Right, I'm not gonna make like some crazy complex thing. It'll probably be just like a fancy race mode, if nothing else, right? I'm not gonna like make an elaborate scene with the story and everything. It'll just be a fancy race, a creation stream. I do want to try my hand at that, right? Just like maybe do another type of stream where I like hit up a level editor or an event creator and craft something out of that. But you know, now that the Crew Motorfest has Track Forge, I kind of wanted to get into that as well. Right, see if I can make a custom race there. I can do that in the future as well. Right, it'll be like, you know, back in the day when you made like racetracks for your little toy cars, you know? The days of like Hot Wheels and Matchbox, or you know, Lego cars, or you know, any sort of toy vehicles you might have played with. Oh, that kind of reminds me. Did everyone ever play like the Mario Kart home circuit? Right, it was like the sort of augmented reality Mario Kart game where you had like the physical Mario Kart radio-controlled vehicles that you had. You could like set up tracks around your house using like various markers, right? Honestly, it was like a pretty novel idea. Never picked it up though. I'd imagine they've long since dropped support for it, too. I remember my racetrack I made in 5 took me 4 days to create. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, you create the initial concept, and then you got to give it a test run, make sure everything works out. And you're like, oh, yeah, there's a few points in here I could probably tweak, or maybe a few rules I could tweak, right? You got to go back to the drawing board and tweak them, and then you give it another run. And you find a few more tweaks that you could do, or maybe some overall fixes or overhauls that you want to do. And you like, you know, run through that a few times, right? Run through it a few times until you finally feel like you got something that you can feel proud of and put up there. Yeah. Yeah, the event I created in Forza Horizon 5 definitely... I spent a lot of time on it, right? I like, 20% of the way through, look at the times like, oh my god, what do you mean 3 hours have already passed? Fun times all the way through, though. Prop placements and making the turns with the platforms. Oh man, yeah, if you're creating like your own custom scenery and track sections and everything, I can imagine that being a lot more time consuming and focusing required.
Congratulations! Your gold wristband is waiting for you. How about a drive to Legend Island? Alongside some special guests.
Wow! Look at this! Legend event is just like right next to us. How convenient. Man, I sure picked a good event to...
This, like the Invitational, is a rite of passage that all our legends must take. A lap to celebrate your success. I'll see you there.
Man, they're making this like such a big deal. Like, oh man, you did it. You made it all the way to the top.
Now to Legend Island. What a journey. That gold wristband isn't just the prize. It's a new beginning. So, see you there. I've heard some interesting rumors about who'll be joining us on track.
Oh my god. Is Darius Flint gonna be one of them?
We're about to be legends, eh? What a feeling. We've reached the top, and there's still so much more waiting for us over on Legend Island.
Wow, they're choosing quite the route. It's like through the scenery there, right? A little bit on the outskirts of the city, and then finally the bridge to Legend Island. Well, let's do it. Let's go on the drive. In our fancy schmancy car here. Oh yeah, that they're loaning to us just for the event, I'm imagining. Do we get a rolling start?
Hey, looking forward to your victory lap?
I know,
Your
just an
gold
actual
wristbands
cutscene.
are waiting for you on Legend Island. Any event we threw at you, you tackled head on, and honestly, I never had any doubt you'd make it this far.
Being a part of the festival. Here.
Still love they shoot the cutscenes in such a way that they don't have to animate the mouths too much.
Now, come on. We don't want to keep anyone waiting.
Yeah, the legend awaits, right? Oh yeah, we're doing a rolling start. Let's go. Hold that thought, Jordan. I need to take a bunch of pictures real quick. Oh, really? Just the 4 of us. Us, May, Jordan, and Helena.
Sing those jets.
No, they are racing us.
This is kind of funny. Our 3 new legend introductees.
Quite a journey, you two. I owe you both. Big time.
Don't mention it. Just enjoy the moment.
Yeah, right? Sometimes it's just nice to kick back, relax, and appreciate how far you've come. Oh, there he is, Darius Flint. Okay. Yep, they threw in the quick cameo there. Hey there, anyone who's been Horizon since the beginning. There's your little callback. Ah, okay. Europe. Okay, I think they want me to actually drive fast. Can't miss these cameos. Right, you see the name over the car and like, oh man. Hey, Warren! I remember him, the mechanic from 3. Larger than life kind of fella. Okay, do they have like a rep from every Horizon game? So you had like the Horizon 1 rep, now Horizon 2 rep, and 3 rep, and now we're gonna get 4. Probably gonna be Kira, right? He's gonna... Yep, there it is, Kira. And Midori. And Horizon 5, I imagine it's gonna have Ramiro. Haley! Okay. That works too. Rubio is still too busy flying his transport plane around Mexico.
There we go. Entrance granted. You worked up.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to take a picture real quick.
Hard for this.
Yeah, I know the funny thing is about Legend Island. If you try to drive across the bridge before you got the gold wristband, they would kick you back. They would actually kick you back to the start of the bridge. Like, no, you're not supposed to be here yet. No, this is for the tippy top, right? The best of the best. You work your way up those ranks, and maybe you'll be able to touch these sacred grounds. But hey, we did it, right? After 4 weeks, right? We've made it our way here. Now here on Legend Island. And to be honest, it doesn't look that much different from the rest of the map. Yeah, it's like, you know, lots of trees and scenery and, you know, bridges and assorted Horizon decorations around. I'm sure this is just set up for the event. And now we can, like, maybe properly 100% the map, because we can actually go in this area now. Hit up the remaining billboards and, I don't know, whatever other collectibles might be here. I can at least appreciate they did a little bit of pomp and circumstance for this one, right? A little celebratory drive to signify you finally made it to the top, made it to the end of the campaign here. Okay, we're gonna get like a little bit of a concluding cutscene, I'm assuming. Yeah, look at these people chilling, right? The best of the best. Now we get to be amongst them. Like old Darius back there too. Yeah. Savor the moment. That's me. Been here since Horizon 1. Oh, Motorsport 1. Motorsport 1, even earlier. Yeah, I kind of got my start with the Forza series and with Horizon 1, so. Been here a bit shorter time, but it's been an enjoyable ride nonetheless.
How does that feel? Gold suits you.
Yeah. Actually, I prefer silver, but, you know, gold and blue is a pretty good combo, too, you know?
Now, moving straight on, as I'm sure that will take a while to hit home, but on Legend Island, we raise the stakes with events only available to the best Horizon drivers.
Let me see those series of events there. There's, like, the endgame races, right? They got, like, one for each discipline. Yep. The Goliath. And we have here the Gauntlet, the dirt racing version. And over here is the Colossus, road racing. Oh, yeah, they take a place across different things too. So the Colossus is the highway circuit. This is just a long dirt race thing. And then down here is the Titan, spanning across several regions. I kind of missed that when they had like the actual words on it, right? You can sort of see they slightly changed up the vehicle, right, depending on the event type. Over here's the street variant, right? Road racing around the perimeter of Japan. Your final few endgame events here. And a whole ass festival site as well. Okay, so this game has two sites, right? They have one on the main map and then the special super duper exclusive club on Legend Island.
I give you Legend Island. More events, more races, more horizons. Enjoy it.
Your adventure doesn't have to end here, right? Obviously, it's not going to end here.
It doesn't stop once you reach legend status. Really, you're only just getting started. The festival playlist is brimming with fresh, ever-changing events and exclusive rewards.
Up for roaming off the beaten path? That Montero Evo we found is ready in your garage.
Oh. Now we're back to the barn find stuff. Yeah, now they're like, yeah. Now you can start doing the weeklies. which you've probably been doing, you know. But now you can really focus in on them, because that's going to be the main source of content from here on out. Unless you haven't done the stories yet. I know there's still Horizon stories in here that we could probably do. Blue gold is very regal. Oh yeah. Very, very regal. For sure. It's got like a blue article of clothing, add some gold trim to it, suddenly got like a very, very prim and proper outfit piece. Or maybe like something you see at a sporting event, perhaps. I can see a billboard over there I wanted to smack real quick. Oh. Guess I passed by it. Okay. According to the map, it's somewhere over here? Hopefully not on a roof or something. Ah, yeah, there it is. Flap. Okay, I guess we can explore...
When it is safe to do so.
Oh, wait! There's some aftermarket cars on here. Oh, man! What sorts of super special cars do you think they might have over at Legend Island? We're gonna find out. Oh my god, is that a McLaren? And a Ford Escort 92? Ah yes, the most elite of elite cars. Ooh. 141,000 credits? Yeah, I'll pick that up. Let's just shove it right into the garage. So what makes this Ford Escort so special? Maybe it has a gold engine. Oh, I already own it. Maybe someone else can have it. Maybe they'll enjoy it. Yeah, it turns out they do let you know if you already own a car that's aftermarket, so you don't have to worry about accidentally buying duplicates if you really don't want to. Okay, now I see where I need to go. I want to explore the rest of this island.
Around when it is safe to do so.
And maybe we can try taking on some of the big races. Oh wait, I think if I want to explore the rest of this place, I need to go down here, right? Yeah, there we go. Finally exited the racetrack.
You've arrived at your destination.
You know, when I think about it, looking back, the story is still very much just like set dressing. Even if they did change things up again, right? Like make you up and comer like before. Certainly nothing to it, really, right? Nothing substantial or much of anything past even the initial cutscene. It's just a scenario change, nothing more, nothing less. I guess to their credit, the festival events do have a performance cap, so it's not like you can like just grab a supercar and then use that throughout the entire game. Although you'll certainly be swimming in cars before long. It'll just like take slightly longer to get there. Bot like you're in a heist or something. Yeah, just getting cars hand over fist like that. I guess it is nice that when you do kind of hit the tippy top status, they They do put like a bit of a celebration to it, right? Get a whole drive over there, a few little nods here and there for anyone who's played other Horizon games. It's a little nice touch. Certainly a step up for Horizon 5, where it's like you max out all the festival sites, and then you go over to the spot, and it's like, yeah, you're a legend now, congrats, and then you kind of kick you back to the open world. It's like, yeah, what you do next is up to you. I still think Forza Horizon 3 probably has my favorite ending, because it was like an ending. Yeah, like a little cutscene and everything. Even the cutscene was like, oh yeah, man, look at this festival, ain't it the best? I'm back here in the racetrack. I don't want to be in the racetrack. Sorry, y'all. I was actually trying to find my way around to that snowy area. When you think, how the hell did they have the storage room for all cars for all players to buy in the auto show? Very good question. Where do they keep all those cars? And of course, the answer is maybe don't think about it too hard, but it's funny to think about how the logistics would be, right? Imagine some sort of big off-site area where they gotta shove all the cars. Or just like, you know, for some reason, the property you can buy here just has so much space for all the cars. You just, like, stick them wherever you want. Hey, look at that. There's a bonus board over there. Alright, and we still have this part here to explore. Legend Island itself, I don't know. There's nothing too special about it. I do sure there was something here, I don't know. Anything here to make it feel a bit more prestigious. As it stands, it's just like a little zone that you just kind of gate it off of until you hit the tippy top. Kind of feels like that in real life too, right? I think we all have our moments where there's like some particular zone or another where you know, for one reason or another, we're forbidden from accessing it, and you're just like wondering, oh man, what could be in there? It's got to be like something amazing if they're keeping me out of it. And then maybe one day you finally are able to get in there somehow, right? And you come in and you're like, man, I don't know why they kept this from me. It's like just like every other area I've seen before, you know? Doesn't feel like there's anything special to it, right? No reason for you to just be like arbitrarily gated off of it. Yeah, hello Lambo, we need 10 million of every model you have shipped to Japan, right? It's especially funny when you get to those cars that you can count like the number of models that are in existence in one hand, right? Hey, but you know, for gameplay conveniences, they let every player get a version of it because, hey, it's a video game, so why not? But it's funny to think about, right? Like, there are only 4 cars in this world, but all of our millions of players in this game has access to at least one of them. Okay, that's that road. Alright. Got everything on the southern bridge. Why don't we go travel on the northern bridge and then we can get that bonus board along the way too. I should probably chart a path to it. There.
When it is safe to do so. Calculated route.
And we'll just straight shot our way through it.
Turn right.
Obviously, there's not going to be any mascots here. That'd be kind of funny though if they put up like just 10 legend mascots. Oh my god, they have a whole house here. That's probably like where the Horizon director stays. Also, what a tune, yeah. Very retro wave-esque. Legend Island is now fully revealed. Oh, drift zone, but I don't want to activate that. Oh, you know what? I also realized now that I think about it. We only had 2 showcase events in this game, didn't we? Right, assuming Legend Island is the last thing that they have here. Right, there aren't going to be any more events after that. We had 3 Horizon rushes, 2 showcases, and then the Legend Island drive. Oh, I guess there was the qualifiers too to get the first wristband, but yeah. I guess it's not too bad considering, I guess, a criticism of Horizon games as time went on is like, showcases stopped being these special things, right? Maybe they wanted to move out off of that, which I guess I can get. That means we only had the mecha, which was pretty awesome actually, and the planes. Which means we don't have a bullet train showcase. That seems kind of odd. Right, I feel like the bullet train is like one of the things that Japan is sort of well known for. At least I'd like to think so. That feels like the kind of thing that would be the perfect thing to race against for a showcase, right? It's like, just put us in like a super fast hypercar and have us race a bullet train. Honestly, that would be kind of sick. Well, there's always a chance for post-launch, right? They've added events and PR stunts post-launch before, and stories for that matter, so certainly would not be a stretch to think that they might do it here too. Chaser Zero was top-notch. I have to admit, right, the showcases that they did have, they were pretty neat, pretty novel. A visual spectacle, at least. You know, Chaser Zero, obviously, big old spectacle, very fitting for Japan, but I like the fireworks planes as well. Even if we've raced against planes before, these ones had fireworks, so you know, you could do some fancier stuff with them. Okay. I think we've... Alright, let me get the billboard down here too. Just get that out of the way. Better than 5. Yeah, I have to say, the showcases in 5 were pretty standard as they come. This is sort of like kind of the peak of, yeah, we see what it is, we know what they are. Big old spectacle event. We've played these games before, we know how it goes down. Although, to be fair, being able to drive the monster trucks for a bit was pretty neat. Kinda wish they would let us have a monster truck in the garage, but we got to drive one.
I think you've got a new one to watch in this race, if you've got the endurance for it.
And the parade float moment was kinda neat too. I don't think that was a showcase, that was like an expedition thing, right? Alright, let me at least do like one of these big races. We'll do the Colossus, I feel... Or, whatever the purple one was. Alright, screw it, I'm just gonna fast travel. Why can I not fast travel? Okay, it's only certain spots I can fast travel on. Weird.
Arrived at your destination.
Ah, yes. We'll start with the Goliath.
The Goliath lives up to its name and then some. The longest route around Japan. No shortcuts. Good luck.
I think about it. If it is Japan tour, maybe it would be better if we save this for last. And we can do another big race. Oh, but the other ones kind of have like their different routes around Japan, right? Gauntlet is a big dirt race, right? And then Titan is a cross-country sprint in the lower regions. Ultimate Showcase would be versus Sonic. That would be pretty wild if they had a showcase against him. Funny part is it would work too, right? Because Sonic is multi-platform and Forza is multi-platform, so like no matter where you play Forza, they could totally throw in a Sonic crossover.
Now that is effort. E-double-F-O-R-T.
Man. Okay, you know what? Yeah, forget it. Let's do the Goliath. Oh, okay, you know what? No. Sorry, I keep waffling on this. Let's do the Titan instead. We'll start here. I remember there was like one endgame event in Forza Horizon 5 that was basically like a really, really long trailblazer. Right, they gave you like 5 minutes total, and I think the 3-star time was like get to the other point in 3 minutes, right?
Titan. On road, across fields, through every terrain we have at our disposal. Strap in and good luck.
We're going through the stadium. Alright. I'm definitely going to be dialing the difficulty down for this one. Where we'll race with our BRZ. Incidentally, I put a cinema roll livery on this one. I don't know, I felt it was fitting. Be sick as hell if the egg carrier appeared over the festival site. Oh man. Imagine that if like one of the expansions for this game was just a whole ass Sonic expansion. It's like, yeah, you thought we were gonna do Lego or something? Nah, we're doing a video games crossover. Increased a challenge? Are you kidding me? No. I'm turning it down. Here, we'll do novice. I think that should be enough. I was painted in a darker fog. Yeah. I mean, it's not like Forza is a stranger to crossover cars. And, you know, I remember in Forza Horizon 4, right? They had the Cyberpunk car and the Final Fantasy 15 cars. They've done it before, so, you know, there's certainly precedent for it. If they wanted to add in vehicles from other games, I'm sure they'd have the ability to. Would tie into Sonic Racers. Yeah, Sonic Racing. Holy crap. Could you imagine if year 2, one of the packs was just like a Forza crossover? The most out-of-pocket thing, considering... I mean, Forza has characters, but it certainly doesn't have anything you would consider, like, a key character. I guess unless you count Scott Tyler as a key character. He's at least the guy who's shown up the most in the Forza Horizon series, so... Unless they want to throw in, like, Darius Flint and M. Rossi on top of them. And then the racetrack would be, like, Autumn Circuit, right? Autumn Speedway, that spot. Just Sonic Racing-ified. That'd actually be pretty neat, honestly. Oh, man. This would be like Mario Kart 8, right? they had like the update that gave you Honda car. You could like use a Honda cart. Right? Just imagine like Sonic Racing would give you like, I don't know, Lambos and Ferraris and stuff. Or, you know, like the cover car for each game. So, you get like the Ford and the Lambos and the Mercedes AMG. And I guess the Aston Martin again, because McLaren Senna is out of the picture. I missed a checkpoint. Oh, I thought I went to the flags. No, the flags were like further over than I thought. How did I miss that? I was just like cruising along here, and game's like, well, hold up, back it up. You missed those flags. I like staring at here at Standemerle and just thinking, I really want to go back to Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I haven't played that game in a while. I sunk so much time into it. I'm sure all the Sanrio characters probably miss me. And they have a city expansion out for it now too, so a lot more for me to sink into if I decide to return there. I've definitely missed out on a bunch of events and everything. That's fine. Can always get the items after the fact. It's not the worst thing. Out of nowhere, Chaos Control! Honestly, that would be wild, if you could, like, drive the machines that they have in the Sonic racing games, right? Like the car that Sonic's had in these games since, you know, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Honestly, would be pretty neat. They could throw in some other machines too, you know, like Shadow's car and Tails' car and Knuckles' car and Amy's car. And maybe like Rouge's car and Cream's car as well. Oh, and Eggman's vehicle as well, because why not? Personally, I'm hoping, now that we got like a year 2 of paid DLC confirmed, I'm hoping we also get like a year 2 of post-launch characters, right? More free characters for us. Even if they don't put out as many as they did for year 1. There's certainly like a whole catalog of other Sega characters that they could dip into. You know? And to be fair, we still have 3 remaining for the first year anyway. Gotta see who's gonna be concluding the whole chain of post-launch characters. And again, hoping we'll get more for year 2. Certainly a lot of fellas to pick from. Tyrus Flare. Someone from Golden Axe! That would be pretty neat, though, if they put in Tyrus. Yeah, with Golden Axe, there's like 4 choices, right? They can put in Gilius, obviously. Because, you know, he has appeared in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Axe Battler, you know. And the blue guy. Tyrus Flare, obviously, being the other character. And then Death Adder, you know, the chief villain. Be funny if he showed up to race. Yeah, Blaze Fielding would rock up in the cop car from the special move, right? They'll definitely be driving a police car. We got a Streets of Rage rep. I know I've said it like a billion times before, but I'm just like waiting for the Crazy Taxi rep right now. Especially with the Crazy Taxi game coming out, I feel like that would be the perfect opportunity to throw in Crazy Taxi character. then after that, there's a number of other things they can pull from, you know. Skies of Arcadia, Sakura Wars, Valkyria Chronicles, Alex Kidd, Choo Choo Rocket, Space Channel 5, Jet Set Radio, Land Stalker, Shining Force, Vector Man. Okay, some pulls might be highly unlikely, but it'd be rather wild if they actually went through with it. Obvious choice, Earthworm Jim. Yeah, the Earthworm Jim in there. Clockwork Knight could have a steampunk car. Oh man, could you imagine? Oh, Virtua Fighter. Right. I mean, they had like a Virtua Fighter duo for Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Kind of a bummer they didn't come back for later games. Oh, you know, House of the Dead, right? Maybe bring in some reps from there. I mean, they were, again, they had reps from a House of the Dead game in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I guess depending on when Persona 6 comes out, maybe they could, like, do a cameo. It's like when they teased Persona 5 protagonists long before the game coalesced. It was pretty funny, right? Back before we knew, like, what the game was all about, we just saw people cosplaying as Persona 5 protagonists. And that was all we knew of the game and the setting and everything. Oh, man. That crossover madness. That's the kind of stuff people want to see, right? The spills, the thrills. But, you know, not too much of a spill. Anyone from Eternal Champions? Yeah. A lot of choices, you know, both well-known, a bit more out there, and obscure, even. All that to say, I really, really hope we get more post-launch beyond the original ones they announced. Give us a few more. Ah, 9 minutes. To be fair, this isn't the Goliath, right? So.
Every surface mastered, and really showing everyone how it's done. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, we sure showed everyone. I wonder if this has its own accomplishment, or if this just is counted as a cross-country race. We certainly got a lot of XP from it. Ooh, I wonder how many points it offers. I guess it really doesn't matter anymore. Oh, it's 500 and 200, though. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is just general cross-country progress. We got the new horn, and... okay, this is for bonus sports. Gotta smash 'em all. Gotta smash 'em all. FNAF has a rich vein of characters to choose from. Oh yeah, I imagine they do. Yeah, Horizon points, they're just... it is like achievement points now, right? They're just there to kind of mark your progress through everything. Yeah, we got that. Obviously, a bunch of Discover Japan to do. Oh. Oh, wow. That's a neat looking car. It's like a retro future aesthetic. This is like what they thought the future would look like back then. Okay. I think about ready to wind things down here. Why don't we finish the night with a little bit of gamba, huh? Do some wheel spins here. Come on, big money, no whammies. Luckily, there's like no true whammies here, just a number of lower tier prizes, right? Sorted cosmetics and stuff. That's the king from Cars, yeah? I got all these singleton wheel spins to go through. Let's go. Ooh, 150,000 credits. Alright, 200,000. Hey. It's a car. It's a car, at least. Ah, why would you tease me like that? No Forza Edition car for you, not this time. So sad, too bad. I'm like almost certain that these results are decided from the onset, and the whole spinning thing is just a smoke and mirrors kind of deal, right? It's like when you do like a pull in a gacha game, right? Or a 10 pull especially. You can go through the fancy animations and everything, or you can just skip to the end, because the game's already decided what you're gonna get. All the drawing animations and everything, it's just it's all smoke and mirrors. It's a dog and pony show, you know. Ooh, I got the legendary tier credits though. Still hits the dopamine centers like nothing else. Oh hey, at least I got a legendary car. Saw a Forza Edition car on there. Fortunately, it would not be mine to grab. Aw, I almost got a blue Howery. Dang. Ow. Wait. There's a no horn? Wait, which no is it? There's like so many no's to pick from. I just realized, taken out of context, that statement could have a very different meaning. Curse you homonyms! Remember when wheel spins had $1 million to win as a top prize? Remember when they weren't giving you wheel spins hand over fist? Felt like wheel spins actually meant something. When it didn't feel like you were playing the lottery or like the actual slots in a real-life casino. I mean, we got some cars and money and horns. I guess that's something. Oh, sorry. Go there. I wanted to hit up badges. Oh, yeah. Okay, so both the badges we got were related to the wristbands and the stamps. Alright. Well, okay. Oh, yeah, the barn find. Yeah, you know what? Let's head back. Actually, no, there's some treasure cars I think I can pick up as well. Let me swing around to those. Yours hasn't been retrieved yet. Which is just this one, actually. Yeah, and then we can go back to the garage, get our barn find. I think that'll do it for tonight. Of course, this doesn't have to be the end, right? There's still a lot of the game to play, you know? There's still races to do, and obviously stories to check out, because we've barely touched the surface of that part of Forza, right?
This looks like a postcard. Ready to get stuck in? Restored to its former
So we can certainly
glory.
check those out
Mitsubishi
next
really
week.
worked wonders here. Ah, to be a rally driver in the 90s.
Must have been exciting times. Just hear the roar of the roar of the waterfall in the background. No, I went to Niagara Falls a really
Don't
long
keep it
time
inside too
ago.
long. A real rally
Sure was a sight to
performer, fully
behold.
restored and back on the road. That's something to be proud of.
Interestingly enough, I think
satisfying
I got to
knowing that
view
it'll
it
be out
from
on the
the
open
side
road
of
again.
Canada, if I remember correctly,
Welcome
because
back,
we were in Canada for a visit with some relatives who were also in Canada, so we just checked that out in the meantime.
Find some mountains, some rivers.
Yeah, we did do
and have
food
fun.
delivery missions. I only did those because they were like part of the festival playlist, and I wanted to just like get those completed along the way. But it worked out. It worked out. So the others, yeah, the others are still being worked on. can get our accomplishment in the collection journal. Looks amazing when frozen over was January when I was there. Oh man. Yeah, I bet it does. Something about like just seeing like natural frozen formations, just much like any natural formation, just like hits different, you know? It's like makes you really realize the wonders of the world, you know? The kinds of things that you can't see in the human-made areas, right? Really just puts a different perspective on things. All right. I think that is gonna do it for Forza Horizon 6 for now. So I'm gonna head over to BRB for a moment so I can assume VTuber form again, and then I'll see y'all out. Right? I'll see you in a few.